things first, and whatever you, like the brother saying, no one sits in the corner out there in a lotus position, reading scriptures all day. You're gonna gas out and you can regurgitate everything that you've ever learned.
Right.
You're gonna gas out, man, because you weren't balanced in your life.
Right.
But there is a certain order. There are certain things that you put before what you do. This truth is a priority, man. You know, you get that work in first, man. Then you can play or do whatever, chill, sit down for a little bit, watch a ball game, or play a video game. If that's what you do.
Yep.
You know. But this thing is first, and I had a precept for you because you actually quoted it. So Hebrews chapter 6, starting verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Okay? And so he's not unrighteous to forget that, man. Our work and labor of love. So he's not going to forget that, man. So you need to do what you can to best your ability. Down the brother mentioned earlier, you know, all these things in your life can try to hinder you, man. But that's a part of Satan trying to sift us, man. That's why we quoting. Let me just grab it real quick. Grab 2 Timothy chapter 2. Go ahead, Barbara Bashar. 2 and 3.
2 Timothy 2 and 3.
I'll go back to this for you.
All right. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach."
So we got to endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua, man. So the hardness is what? Going to work, slaving for this devil. Especially when you're working and you got to miss camp because you have to work. You can't make it to class because you're scheduled. You know, you can't break bread with the brethren like you want to because you work schedule. You know, you have kids that you got to deal with. You know, you got an old lady that you got to deal with, you know. All these different things in life, you know, you may be you have a hard financial situation right now. You know, all those things, you got to endure that hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua, man. Okay, we have to endure all those things, okay? That endure means to make hard. Okay, that teaches us patience, man. And then hardness is for the times that we're coming into. Whatever.
It says in verse 4, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life."
That's what the point I want to make. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's the whole discussion. We was talking about how in certain situations, specifically with your job, it changes your situation to where you can't be around them brothers like you normally do. You know, so you can't be entangled with the affairs of this life. You know, you make it all work and you tired. You still got to put in that work, man. Put up the videos, read. You got to study. You know, your schedule may be thrown off to where you know you can't really get in before work, but then you get out of work, you're tired as hell, and you're weak in this flesh. But you got to endure it. You got to endure it, man. You can't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. Start the look for me out,
Verse 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 4. "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier."
Right, so we're chosen to be a soldier, man. Okay, soldiers go through rigorous training, man, to be a part of the army, man. Anyway, you know, and so we have to go through these things. You know, your situation is going to change throughout this truth. You know, to where you can't be around your brothers a whole bunch, and sometimes you may not be able to, but we still have to do the work nonetheless, and we can't entangle ourselves with the affairs of what's going on, because all that stuff doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's all temporal. Your job ain't gonna last. Your woman more likely not gonna make it, man. You know, or she may make it. You know, who knows? You know, but hey, all the BS that comes with this life is not gonna last, man. So you can't get can't get engulfed in this crap, man.
Right.
We have to understand that, hey, I still have a job to do no matter what. You know, so you can't make it to camp. Hey, do more vids. Have your own little camp at the crib. If you typically speak for about 30 minutes an hour at the crib, then all night you at camp, or you will be at camp. You know, we still have to do our part, man. And Most High is not going to forget that, which is what I had here for the brother. And so that was on there. I just didn't want to misquote it. But I'm going to go back to Hebrews 6 for the brother. Hebrews 6 and 10. "For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises." Okay? So, hey, what's Paul saying? He desires us that we be diligent and to the full assurance, and that's what the brother we read earlier, being heartily, wholehearted, completely and fully, man. You know, we have to show full assurance in this thing and showing diligence and don't be slothful. Okay, we got to be 100% about this thing. Okay, and be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises, and that's who through the apostles and elders who stood so stiffly for these past 30, 25, 20, 15 years, man. Yep. They're showing us the examples of how not to be slothful and how through all the turmoil and chaos and pitfalls and tribulation trials, they're still here, man. So they're the perfect examples of how to operate in this thing, you know. And that's the point, man. No matter what you're going through, still push. Mm-hmm. The elders been about almost 10 years, I would say. You know, you can hear them talk about it. Where wasn't nobody listening. Nobody, not a fucking peep. Mm-hmm. In 2007 hit, and they got on YouTube, this thing exploded. You know? Okay. So it's all patience, man. Okay. But that was in our precept. What else do you want?
Okay. We can get this in 2 John, verse 6 through 8, and really close out with one more after that.
Okay. 2 John 6 through 8. And I just had one more for you as well. But I'll get this in 2 John for you. Okay. Said 6 and 8. 6 through 8. 2 John verses 6 through 8. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it. For many deceivers are entered into this world, or entered into the world, who confess not that Yahushua Mashiach has come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist.
Right. So this gives us an objective. You see, you know, when you start playing a campaign video game, you don't just play the game and there's no objective. You actually have something to accomplish. So we know that there's many deceivers out in the world that's trying to basically, I mean, that's what the devil's job is to do, to deceive and to preach, and to basically spread lies and confusion. Okay, so our job is to clear all that up by what? Doing these videos, being diligent, because he's constantly lying. He's not going to quit. No, so you know, I'm going to stop lying this week or today. Every day he puts out something that's hinders certain men's salvation. So our job is to continue to balance that out by pushing this word heavy. Right. You know?
That's right. We can't fall off because Satan not falling off, man.
Right. Yeah, Satan not falling out of his position, man. He going full force.
Man, Satan in this thing, he going full force, so we can't. Hey, this devil, Esau is not stopping, man. Okay. Esau is not stopping, so we can't afford to take off, because he's not taking off. He's passing legislation left and right. Okay. He's trying to push his new world order, man. So us as men of the Lord, we can't let these things hinder us. You know, Esau, he on up and up right now. He ain't really got stuff to hinder him right now because he's in his kingdom. Mm-hmm. We the underdogs right now. We're climbing uphill right now. But hey, the Most High knows as long as we climbing. Yep. You know, as long as we climb, we'll be good. And all this shit will be wiped away anyway. You know, we just gotta make sure we're part of that climb of that elect, man, to get to that top.
That's right.
Verse 8. Look to yourselves, that we lose not those things which we have wrought, but that we receive a full reward.
Right. Because those things that we work and labor for, man, we do it so that we can obtain a reward, so we can obtain a return on our investment. You know, because this spirit that was given to us is just that. It was given to us. So as long as we continue to toil in that which was given to us, we will be increased. Okay. And then when Yahushua comes back, he's going to give us an even more greater reward. Okay. And so that's what we're striving for, man. You know, basically reiterating on the scriptures that we brought out before.
I had one more for you. 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Okay. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay. Well, you can break that for one.
Yeah, I mean, the scriptures talk about giving diligence. You know, this is basically the theme of the lesson. You know, continuing in the things that you were taught. Okay. so that calling that Yahushua called you can basically turn into salvation, man. Okay, because this is we're in an interview process. Okay, not everybody who gets interviewed gets the job. All right, and not everybody who gets the job continues the job. Some people get fired. Okay, we're hoping to make it to the top. All right, spiritually, so that we can obtain that eternal life, man. Okay.
I don't know. Well, we got the job now. We're doing the work. We got the job.
Right. Exactly.
We're trying to retire.
Right. Exactly. God, bro.
You're trying to enter that to where you're able to stay in that job to retire.
God, bro.
You know, then when you retire at a good ass company,
yep,
they chilling. I used to work for a company, Fidelity Investments. You know what I'm saying? We're doing 401ks. Motherfuckers calling in. They retired. Niggas had millions.
Man.
Making loans. I was like, God damn. You had $6 million chill on their pension. I was like, ooh, this motherfucker living.
Yep.
That's what we looking for, man. You don't want to just work to be working. You don't work for a reward. You in this society, what do you do? You work until you retire with your pension and 401k, man, so you can chill. Okay. That's the kingdom, man. Our pension and 401k. You know, we working right now, but hey, not everybody. They get fired. When we showing the work, don't be calling in.
Don't be showing up, bro. What's the main reason you get fired, man? You don't show up to work on time.
Attendance.
Yep, and it's over and over. See, don't always fire you the first time. Mm-hmm. It's over and over and over. Mm-hmm. All right, and then sometimes you'll get fired for sloppy work, but most of the time it's just AWOL, man.
Yeah, AWOL, and just like, damn, where you at? Do you want to work here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't they always calling in? Always got an excuse where you don't want to work.
Freaking excuse. Oh, I'm sick.
Grandmother died 40 times. Like, come on, man. They always got excuses, man.
And then you make the job harder for the employees that's still trying to, actually get to the retirement, man.
That's right. That's right, because you ain't there to pick up your slack, man. So eventually what? You have to be removed and be replaced, man, so we can get this company continuously running.
God. So
it's going to be a profitable company, man.
God.
Because this is a business, man.
Yeah.
You know, this ministry is a business, okay? Verse 11, for so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior Yahushua Mashiach. And so these things, we doing these things, we not going to fall. And so there's going to be an entrance for us made to be into the kingdom, man. Okay? Abundantly. Okay? You look up that word, man, it's a lot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know? So we abundant blessings in the kingdom, man, to whatever we want, you know. I have not seen nor have ear heard for the things that the Most High have prepared for those that love him, man. You do this work, man, the Most High has a great reward. It's a great deal.
Yep.
The rewards are infathomable.
Hey, like the scriptures say in Genesis, man, when the Most High introduced himself, when he introduced himself to Abraham, what did he call himself? Thy exceeding great reward. You see, because at the end of the deal, the Most High is going to reward Abraham and the elect exceedingly, man. Mm-hmm. The Most High introduced himself as his exceeding great reward, man. The Most High is our exceeding great reward if we just continue to push His word.
That's right.
You know,
you just can't be weary and well doing, man, and be willing to whatever the Most High throws you as far as your trial in your lot, man. Do not be weary and well doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, this life is frustrating. We in the flesh. We made subject to vanity. It's just annoying. The flesh just want to chill. You want to be left alone. Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Jake just want to chill.
Yep.
We not in time for that right now.
Okay.
We in time of warfare.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we can chill later. Right now, we have a job to do as to continuously push this ministry and bring light to these prophecies and feed the hopeful elect, man. You know, in whatever capacity, whatever ability the Most High has blessed us with, we have to maintain in that. And like we're going into, your situation is going to change from time to time, especially growing this truth as the years go by. You may change jobs to where your schedule is not ideal, but we still have the job to do at the end of the day. You know, that's just a test to see how the Most High, how you gonna act. You know, it's a test for our integrity. That's all these things are. Each situation that arises, it's a test, man. We have to be spiritual about each test and pass it spiritually.
Okay. And
remember the goal, you know?
Okay.
That was in that precept. Did you guys?
Yeah, I just had this one last one. We can close out on this.
Okay.
It's Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. It says, "And behold,